1490 WTTV, and we are just having too much. It should be legal to be having as much fun as what we're having in studio today, don't you think? Just shout, Jesse.
That's right. That's right.
So I've stole Jesse's mic because I've got Chef Scott and Bill, owners of Scott's on Fifth in Indialantic, in studio.
If I knew it was going to be this fun, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I would have brought some wine and some hors d'oeuvres, and we just hang out here all afternoon.
Well, good. You heard that, Jesse. We'll have them back on the air in a few weeks.
I will. I'll bring the wine and the hors d'oeuvres, and we'll just dish. We'll gossip.
That's right. Speaking of dish, tell us a little bit about maybe some of the more popular dishes at Scott's on Fifth. Now, I know I've had steak and seafood, both of them. I've had steak at lunch, and I've had steak at dinner.
Oh, yeah.
But then I had, the very first night there, I had the lamb.
Oh, lamb is probably,
lamb chops.
I mean, I'll make no bones about it. I don't eat lamb, but people say from all over the world I make best lamb, and it's just the way I do it.
Yes.
It's old school, a little balsamic glaze, rosemary. Our seafood pasta, which is a 5-ounce lobster tail, shrimp, scallops, crab meat, mussels, clams, and a homemade marinara or a garlic, white wine, fresh tomato broth. See, I cook the food all the time, so I never know.
I never
know what to do.
The crusty snapper.
Our crispy snapper.
Crispy. Can I tell them what's in it?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Whoops.
It's a secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient.
My crab bisque
crispy
is award-winning.
Yes.
We do a crab bisque. Our escargot is with the traditional. I do a traditional escargot butter, and I don't know when you were growing up and your family went out for dinner, and you didn't want the escargot, but you liked the garlic butter. I got that. I got that down.
But I love escargots. I consider myself a connoisseur of escargot, and you do have the finest. But I really miss the shells. I miss fighting with the shells.
Okay. I'll go in my yard next week.
But no, I guess there's something to help. You can't.
You can't do it. You can, but they have to be a certain grade, and they're prefabricated shells. They're not the real shells.
Okay, then forget that.
And we do, my signature dessert is, we make homemade coconut ice cream.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
And we also make a mile-high coconut cream pie, which is decadent. But the coconut ice cream, my signature dessert, and a friend of ours, Carol Jose, which is the food critic, she helped me design this dessert. It's homemade coconut ice cream. It's topped off with fresh pineapple, brown sugar, cinnamon, toasted pecans, and flamed with Myers rum.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a tropical pineapple Foster.
Oh my gosh.
And she helped me put it together. I was doing it one way, and she said, "Scott, you need to do this." And she goes, "This is just going to send you over the top." And I said, "You know what?" She goes, "Come up with a name." And I call it the Polynesian Dream. And I said, if I make enough of them, I can retire in Polynesia. that's how I came up with the name. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm looking at the menu here. I'm trying to think. It was huge, the dessert that I had. Maybe it was just something special that night.
We do chocolate mousse.
It was in a big snifter type of thing with.
That was with pineapple?
Yes.
That was the Polynesian Dream.
Oh, that was wonderful.
That's when you came in the kitchen and kissed me.
Yeah. Well, and that's one thing I have to
More than once.
And that's what the Polynesian Dream does to you, right?
It is.
And it's really interesting because when I walked into the kitchen, the first thing you tell somebody who walks into the kitchen is you point to the webcam.
I tell you, webcam.
Webcam. All
green lights on.
Yeah. And you can. And there's audio in there too as well. But no, all of your dishes, your lunch. Now, what time do you open for lunch?
We open at 11 o'clock till 2 p.m., Tuesday through Friday. And then dinner starts at 5:30, and we don't ever give an ending time because you never know when it's going to end. And
somebody could come in there 9:30. You might still have another.
Yeah, we just go by
the
flow of how it comes in. If someone's been traveling and they walk in and they're hungry, we try to accommodate them because when you're on vacation and coming to the beach, I will say that about the dress code also. We have you dress nice when you come there, but when we're at the beach, we're like 100 yards from the water.
Right.
And
ball gowns to shorts.
On our website it says dress attire, and we say ball gowns to shorts because we've seen both.
Both.
And
Yeah, because
it
you're
goes
right.
with the atmosphere.
Yeah, because you're right off of A1A.
And we have customers that call up and they go, "Do you have live entertainment?" And we go, "Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we do.
Our customers are the entertainment."
Well, Pamela Bennett and I are celebrating a big birthday this year, and we've already
I love
decided
Pam.
we're going to have it at Scott's on 5th. But I've got to tell everybody your website. Just all they have to do is www.scottsonfifth.
Scott's on 5th, F-I-F-T-H.
F-I-F-T-H,
And
right.
then we have Let's Make This Dish
Yes.
also.
Also, you have a choice. You can click on, and it's interesting because as you go across the top, it sounds like a typewriter. Click, 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 click.
Yes. Well, Let's Make This Dish started out where I did the old cooking shows with Capital Dish, which was the traditional 30-minute cooking show on Fox, and I have all those vintage shows on the website. But then, you know me, I just took cooking shows to a new level. And I started out, I'll teach you how to make pesto, chicken piccata, the dishes are restaurant quality.
Oh, yeah.
But we kind of went into a direction. A friend of ours, Steve Lynch's and Lee Anthony's, they're married, and husband and wife, and we have this crew that films and bills in the videos also. And we do...
Is this the 007?
Not really.
We do theme... We take a theme for a dish, and we make a video around it. Our latest one, which is coming out probably in a week or two, is 00 Scott. I'm 00 Scott.
00 Scott.
And I'm being sent to Bombay by the Her Majesty's Secret Service because Dr. Vermouth is trying to taint all of the sapphire.
Oh, my God.
And what we do is we spoof their like mini short films, and I teach you how to make a traditional gin martini throughout the film.
And you had an actual jet.
We had
You
a
had a
Lear
sports
jet.
car.
We had a $180,000 Audi R8, and we just filmed these, and they're fun.
They're fun.
And it's like food. It's a passion that we do it, and it's not like any cooking video you've ever seen. Actually, any cooking video that you see after my cooking videos are not the same.
No, there's no.
But the
comparison.
secret is that you are making restaurant quality sauce or a dish throughout the video, and you've got to follow it.
Right. Well, you're being entertained while you're being taught.
Exactly. And it's not just the same usual format.
No.
And then there's a new thing that we have right here on the camera is I found this thing called the flip. And you know me, I live life on camera. I was born in Hollywood, California, so
Okay,
you can
that says it
imagine.
all.
Okay, that says it all. And it's called Flippin' with Scott, and these are you go on YouTube, you click Flippin' with Scott, and be ready to laugh. They're short little things. And it's me and the dogs at home after a night at the restaurant where I've had a few cocktails, and I'm talking to the dogs while ordering Domino's pizza, and our cat Mr. Peepers, and I'm filming them. And they're just, it's life on the non-professional side.
Life on the edge.
It's real life. It's just real life, and they're
Yes.
funny. You know, when you're at home and you had a few drinks, and you don't want someone filming it, but it's my version of filming it.
And you have five
Five
dogs,
dachshunds.
5 dachshunds.
Long-haired miniature
Long-haired
dachshunds.
miniature dachshunds.
Maria, Sofia, Vincenzo, Peppino, and Valentino. You think I'm Italian?
Yeah, a little bit.
And in the meantime of running the restaurant, filming Let's Make This Dish, playing with the flip, I also write a column for Brevard Live.
Yes, you do. Wine
magazine.
and dine.
Wine and dine. And what I do is talk about... That's actually pretty serious because I talk about, you know, with the social media, the customers are really on the tailspin to just complain and tear up if something didn't go right that night for their dinner, and they just want to
Wine and dine.
wine and dine. And what I do is I give it from a restaurateur's perspective of maybe this is why this happened, and I did for Valentine's Day. Why are you going out on Valentine's Day? It's the most busiest day of the year, and it's not going to be perfect.
I was going to say, and they expect things
And
to be
listen, I'm
perfect.
telling you people, listen to me right now. It's not going to be perfect. Even at Scott's on 5th, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have a backup about 8 o'clock, and you're wondering where your food is. But did you realize that everyone is eating out that night? So
Just like with Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, Mother's Day was a little bit brutal. But you know what? What we do at Scott's on 5th is we are not greedy. We have 12 tables, and we schedule a 2-hour dining period between tables, and we decide how long we want to go that night. And so we get a little bit backed up, but we
If you have a table at 8 o'clock, you get a table at 8
yeah,
o'clock.
yeah.
That's wonderful. That's good to know.
And
Now
then we have a full liquor bar, so if they don't get sat at 8 o'clock, drinks are there.
drinks are there. Now let's reemphasize. Wine and dine is not W-I-N-E.
No,
it's wine. W-H.
Wine and dine. And I
And
talk
great
about
columns. They're very interesting.
Actually, what I found out when we go out and about in the public, which is very often during the day on Mondays, is that most of the restaurateurs tell me that they have the columns in their kitchen because I talk about what makes your favorite restaurant, what should be done in a restaurant, what makes it falter, what makes it well. And a lot of people, which we started off in the beginning of the show, is that everyone wants to own a restaurant. I think they secretly want to own a restaurant, but they don't know what goes involved in owning a restaurant.
Scott says if they want to own ours, they can if they put enough zeros behind it.
I always tell Sego, I'd love to own a restaurant like this, and they always tell me, you know what, just write me a check, make sure there's enough zeros where I smile, and I will go right now and have a sign made and put your name on it.
But it's not easy. You really have to, you're married to the restaurant.
I work probably 90 to 100 hours a week.
Yeah, and yet you still have
But I
a lot
love
of
being
fun.
there. I love being
Yes,
there.
you do.
You've got to love this industry. And let me tell you, folks, if you don't love this industry, don't get in it, because you know what? I did a column recently about service. And when somebody tells you that they don't want onions on their salad and the server's giving you a hard time about, oh, okay, what else? You know what? All the way down from the most important person to me in the kitchen is the dishwasher. You know what? Because that's a hard job.
Yes, it is.
But it's part of the package, and take pride in it, and they do. The dishes are clean. The second is the prep. It's hard to do, but we can't make the food unless the food is prepped. And you have to have respect for all these people. They're not just peons that you put in there. And anyone that says that I can find anybody to do that job, that's not true.
No.
Because if that's the mentality that you have, that's the mentality you're having for your customers.
Then they're serving whatever they want to serve.
No, you have to find the right person for the right job and treat them as family, and know that their job is important. Because you come into the kitchen at Scott's.
Yes.
And Wilmer, Bill knows this. Wilmer's famous now. He's been my assistant, and he's in the videos. He knows.
Oh, yeah.
He knows. Everybody comes in and says hello, Wilmer. They bring him Christmas presents, and. It's we take pride in what we do, and they're not just there for a job. It's a passion, and we all have a passion in that restaurant.
Right. You all have an investment in it to make sure that the diner
We're
has
proud.
the best
We're proud to
experience.
be
Yes.
there.
Yes. Now tell us real quick, because we're really running out of time here.
Already?
Facebook. Yeah, I know it. I'll have you guys back again soon.
Wine
But
and appetizers.
Wine
It's
and
enticing.
appetizers. Now we've got a game that you play.
I play this
on
game called
Mondays.
Where Am I?
I?
I played it today.
Yes.
And what you do is you go on Facebook, it's just Scott's on Fifth, Scott's on F-I-F-T-H, and befriend me. And it's very entertaining. I'm very active. I have a computer in the kitchen. I have the camera in the kitchen. I have my phone in the kitchen. I talk to people all night long. But on Mondays, at lunchtime, I go to different restaurants, and I was in Vero this week, Vero Beach. And I take a picture, just a non-discriminate picture of maybe a dish, a drink, or something, and I say, "Where am I?" And you win prizes. And
great prizes.
Today, great. Sometimes it's $300 and $400 worth
Yeah.
of stuff from other sponsors.
Yes.
Today was a quart of crab bisque, a jar of pesto, a $50 gift card to Scott's, and a bottle of Gloria Ferrer champagne.
Wonderful.
And you guess where we are. And
And
welcome
somebody
to
guessed.
Scott's World.
That's right. Welcome to Scott's World. Well, let me tell you something. It has been an absolute pleasure to have Chef Scott, Eric, and Bill Heiss, owners of Scott's on Fifth. Now, remember, they're located at 141 Fifth Avenue in Indialantic. You can call them for reservations, or just call them.
I just called to say hi.
Just call and say hi. Say you heard the radio show at 321 729-9779. Their website, www.scottsonfifth.com. Better yet, pick up a copy of the official dining and entertainment guide, brand new and just
Everyone
came out on
should have
Friday.
one.
And they're in the center spread. They're wonderful people. They've got a great restaurant, very entertaining,